Hi, it's me again with Corel tips and tricks. To draw this design, I'm not really showing you how to draw this design, but how to use the transformation docker to your advantage over a lot of other tools. I'm going to bring in an indexing line and put it about right there, and I'm going to change my nudge factor to 2.5. And I'm going to hit the plus key, and I'm going to go up 3 times. And then I'm going to hit the plus key and go up 2 times. And then I'm going to hit the plus key and just go up 1 time. And it doesn't really matter what shape you make. So we're going to hit the plus key and go 2 times, hit the plus key, go 2 more times, hit the plus key and just go 1 time. So that gives us some coordinates to go by. And then you need to go to Snap 2 and make sure you have Snap 2 guidelines on. We're going to use the 3-point line. And this design might not look like my first one. And I'm going to go from right there to right there. And then I'm going to kind of angle it over. And then I'm going to go from like right there to right there and kind of angle it over. I actually probably need one more indexing line closer together, maybe like right there, and maybe one more up just to give me a sharp point. So I'm going to take my 2-point line and I'm going to go from here to there. Now I'm going to turn off my indexing lines and have that shape. Now I could use the transformation docker right now, but I'm just going to show you the first way to do it. Control D and make a duplicate. While holding down the control button, go there. Control D, and by holding down the control button in the 2-point line, you get that shape. I'm pretty close to what I was. Now I could weld those together, but I get so used to go to the Smart Fill tool. And what the Smart Fill tool did, it made a shape and welded all those parts together. Now I'm going to lower it, and I'm actually going to left click, right click, and I draw in hairlines. I'm going to actually make it a little bit smaller still. Now, what I normally do is hit Control D and move it over like that. But I'm going to show you the transformation docker. So we're going to go to Windows, Dockers, and mine, newer versions have transform, older versions have transformation. You don't have to put in the coordinates or the measurements. And we're going to go right here to scale and mirror. I'm going to click on my item. I'm going to put it to the right, and it's going to scale 100%. That's the way, and I want, let's say 5 copies. And I'm going to hit apply. And look at that. Now I'm going to do the exact same thing. And even though this is taller than it is wide, I'm going to go right down here and scale it the other way, 5. Okay, I didn't change the up and down mirror. Look at that. And it made that shape. I must have actually done more than 5. But it doesn't matter. So what we're going to do now, we're going to zoom in here, and I'm going to change it from a hairline to like 24 points. That's pretty good. Then what I want to do is go to Object and convert the outline to an object. By doing that, I can go left click, right click, and I can kind of look at my joints. And my joints are not overlapping. That's exactly what I wanted. So I'm going to select it all. I'm going to go right here to weld. And what that did is that broke all those double lines over. And then I can take my Smart Fill tool, set on any color. I'm going to pick that blue, and look at that. And the transformation docker scale and mirror is really, really cool. Now we can take this and move it out of the way a little bit. And we still have our framework. We'll just delete. I'm going to go ahead and rotate it 90 degrees because it's longer than it is wide. And I'm going to get you don't have to do this, but I'm just going to show you another thing you can do. And let's put this burnt orange over here. And then we'll put a yellow on this side. Doesn't look that spectacular. Let's put a red in the middle. Let's put another yellow about right there. And let's move that red over a little bit. Now, it doesn't look all that cool, but if you take a black box, make a rectangle, fill it with black. Object, order, backup page. Look at that. That's pretty cool and very, very easy to do. So think about it next time you're drawing something. Instead of duplicating it over or a Control D and moving it over, you can do a lot at one time. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.